Pope Francis finally said this word, Rohingya, and he said it after meeting with a delegation of Rohingya refugees who travelled from Cox's Bazar, where you have hundreds of thousands of members of this Muslim minority persecuted in Burma and who have fled the violence in Rakhine State. This term is hotly contested in Burma because authorities simply don't recognise the Rohingya as a legitimate ethnic group. The Rohingya define themselves as Rohingya, but that's rejected by the Burmese authorities, the Burmese who consider that the Rohingya are illegal immigrants from Bangladesh, and they call them Bengalis. So this is a small victory for the Rohingya, who are hoping that Pope Francis would say the word because that would legitimise in some ways the way they consider themselves a legitimate ethnic group in Burma.
And what comes next for the Pope then?
Well, it's been a busy day for the Pope. He had this open-air mass in Dhaka where he had 100,000 people in the crowd. And then there was this key meeting with the Rohingya delegation, a very important day, a very emotional day also for these Rohingya refugees, as they held the hand of the Pope, got his blessing, and one after the other got to tell him about their ordeal, tell them also about their hopes, what they were hoping for the future, and of course asking the Pontiff to help them defend, protect their rights. The Pontiff is still in Bangladesh. He will still be here tomorrow morning with various events with the Catholic community, and then he will fly back to Rome. I spoke to a member of clergy, a high-level member here in Thailand, who told me that this visit was a success in itself because this visit, bear in mind, was planned before this latest Rohingya crisis, while Pope Francis still was adamant he wanted to be in Burma despite the ongoing turmoil, and he did come and he did call for reconciliation and for the respect of all Burmese citizens regardless of their ethnic background, and that's of course a reference to the Rohingya Muslims.